Hi guys, Andy here, and I'm here to bring you all things Monday to makeup related. If that's your vibe, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to be part of another slice of the internet. And in today's video, I am bringing you my February update to the Horror Bingo Project Pan. So if you want to see everything I've been working on and what we are rolling out, let's get into it. If you don't know what this project is about, it is one that I created because of Little Gemini doll. She requested more spookiness on my channel because I had talked about that, and so I created this. I did take some inspiration from the Pantastic Ladies bingo, just how they had specifically set up the Google Sheets. So I draw numbers on the first. Everything for the Google Sheets is listed in the description box. And that's about it. So, we will go through what I have currently been working on and what we rolled in on the first. So, for Ominous Fog, which that was B5. And that was to use an eye product. I brought in my ColourPop eyeliner in Peach Fuzz, and I wanted to finish this. And I knew that this was a gimme product because it was so close to being done. And I did finish it. So it took 3 uses, and I met this goal on the 16th of January. And I'm very happy to have a ColourPop eyeliner gone. And this one actually didn't break off hardly at all, so that was pretty nice. For Phone Call with No One on the Other End, that was for I2, which was a product you've swatched or constantly pick up to look at, but you've never actually used. So I had originally brought in, don't mind Blazemere making biscuits. I had originally brought in my Notoriously Morbid lipstick, and I had gotten 1 use on it, and that was not for me. So I decluttered that on the 27th of January. I just couldn't do it. So I decluttered that, but I did pick a new item. So I rolled in this J-Cat Chromatic Shock eyeliner, and this one is in the shade Ray of Shine. So I will swatch it for you guys. So it is like a dark green to like a light green to a yellow shifting eyeliner. I still have a 10 use goal. And yeah, so I have not used this at all yet, but I'm working on 3 eyeliners currently. I'm working on a brown with 10 uses, this with 10 uses, and another eyeliner to finish. So this is going to be in for a hot minute. Then we had Sudden Silence in the Soundtrack, and that was G2. Something you can't talk while applying, whether that be mascara, eyeliner, etc. I brought in my Benefit Bounce Mascara, and I wanted to finish that. Now, from when I opened it, it could have been open until the 25th of June. Now, I have found that full-size mascaras do not ever last the full 6 months that they say. So that was actually done on the 27th of January. I got 13 uses out of it. It got so clumpy and thick to the point that I just couldn't put it on my eyes. And so I tried to revive it with some Duraline. That made it so much worse. It was like a ball of mascara in there. So it was done. It was done at that point. So sorry. But because I used it 13 times and it is a done mascara, I'm calling that one a goal met. Next we have Claw Marks on the Wall. I had originally brought in my ColourPop, and 4 claw marks on the wall. That was G4. And that was Expose the Pan on a Product. I had originally brought in my ColourPop Super Shock in the shade Gin Ricky. That went bad. If you're on my Instagram or if you saw my color pan video, I had to declutter 10 or 12 more Super Shocks. Half my Super Shock collection randomly just expired. Don't ask me how, I don't know. Even ones that I just got this year, gone, expired. So that one expired. I got rid of it the 25th of January. I did have one use on it, but... So I picked a new item for that. I picked this ColourPop Super Shock highlighter, which this is still good. This is in a different drawer. And this is in the shade You're Catch. This is my favorite one. And I want to expose the pan. I'm working right here. So I'll give you a swatch from a different part of it because I feel like that's fair. There's a swatch of the highlighter, and I currently already have 2 uses on it from January. So next we have Monster Reveal in the Final Act, and that was 05. A product that surprised you, good or bad. And that was this love+craft+beauty lip liner. These are so good. So they do come with a little smudger on the end, which I don't, and that one's covered in Blazemere hairs. I don't like that. I don't like the brush, but the lip liner itself is gorgeous. I didn't think I would like these triangle tip liners, but I really do. So this one is specifically in the shade Alien Kiss, and I have this in for 10 uses. I used it 5 times in January, and I've already used it once in February. So I'm at 6 out of my 10 uses. Honestly, I think this one might be a rollout for March. I am very excited. I'm excited to roll things out for the project, not excited to put it back. I really like these. We talked about that. We talked about that. Okay, so now for the items that got rolled in with the new numbers. So we had power outage during a storm, and that was N3. Something you could apply in the dark or with your eyes closed. So I picked, this is from Clarity Cosmetics. It's their Clarity Skin line. And it's a lip scrub. I got this in the mystery box. All of the writing is wearing off, which I don't love that. But it's in the scent, flavor, whatever, Pina Colada. It smells and tastes so good. I've only used like 2 other lip scrubs and I've never enjoyed them. But I really like this lip scrub. It's really nice. So I want to finish this. We'll see if I can do it. It's got 20 grams of lip scrub in here. I've used it twice. I'm going to try to track my uses, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to, track all of them, but I'm going to do my best. So I think I've used it twice so far in February, but I've probably used it more than that. I'm also filming this hella early because I feel weird that I pulled the numbers the first, but we put this up so late in the month. So I might put this up early and switch some things around. So rolled that in. Then for Ghostly Apparition in the Photograph, that was 01. Something white or translucent. Whether that's the product, the packaging, what have you. So I brought in my e.l.f. HD powder, and this is in the shade Soft Luminance, which it's just a translucent powder. And actually, let me get a marker here. We'll mark where it's at. But also I have starting weights on everything. So next month we'll be able to see the difference. But, okay. that is where we're starting. There's not that much in here. It was the oldest powder in my collection, so when I finished off that ColourPop powder, I was like, this is the next powder I want to finish and get this out of my collection. So I want to finish that. I've already used it 4 times in February. Then we rolled in Book of Ancient Spells, which was N5. Something ancient or mystical in your collection, whether that's a shade name, an older product or packaging, what have you. So I rolled in this e.l.f. Halo Glow Highlight Beauty Wand in the shade Rose Quartz, because elves are mystical. So that's how I got that. And I want to use this 10 times, and I've used it once. So it is one of these ones with the puff. And I just want to see really, I've only used this a couple times, like prior to the project. And I just want to see really how I feel, because I just feel like it leaves a cast. Like, I like how pretty it is, but I don't know. Overall, I don't know. Then we have Main Character Goes Alone. And that was N2. And that's a one-off in your collection that you love. So this is actually super new to me too. So this is the Revlon Glimmer Correcting Concealer. I have mine in the shade 105. So I got this from Influencer to try. When you look it up, so there are, I think, two or three correcting shades, and then there's, I think, 4 to 6 brightening shades. So when I did the Influencer, because you get to pick your shade when it's shaded things, I picked a correcting shade because I don't have a color corrector currently in my collection. That is a category that I am missing. To be fair, this looks like a concealer to me, but it really does color correct my under eyes. I didn't think that this would be peachy enough, but it's called a neutralizer, and it really just does. It's like pink enough. So there's the shade not blended out. And I'll just do a little blending. But like, it's just pinky peach enough that it color corrects and neutralizes my under eye. I really like this. And I'm not just saying that because for Influencer, you leave honest reviews. I've left horrible reviews on products I don't like. I didn't like the lip oil that came with this. The blush drops were nice, but this is fabulous. I want to finish this. So I've used it 4 times already, and you can already see windowing in this. So, and the very last item we rolled in were bloody handprints, and that was I4. So that is something you use with your hands, applying primer, shimmer shades, etc. So for that, I always apply primer with my hands. So I brought in this Ulta Beauty Poreless Face Primer. This is the last mini primer I have in my collection. It's also new to me, but it's still a mini. So it's very much like the Smashbox Photo Focus. Like, it literally is that kind of silicone, slippy, there's no scent to it. So I just want to finish this guy. It's only 15 mils. I am currently working on a primer in a different project to finish, but that is all I have left of it. It's a airless pump. So I think another couple weeks, maybe a month, I'll finish this, and then I can work on this guy. So this will probably be in for another at least month, if not 2, till I even get going. But once I start on this, it shouldn't be long, because 15 mils, like, this is not going to take me long to go through. So let's see. Did that. Cool. I already told you guys why I decluttered all those items. We got the one empty. We rolled all the things in. So, because I have a bingo sheet here, we have a bingo right here. So if we can get all of those out, which I already have 2 of the 5 prompts done. So all I really need to get that bingo is bloody handprints, so to finish that primer, power outage during a storm, so I would need to finish the lip scrub, and ghostly apparition in the photograph, finish that elf setting powder. I think the biggest thing that's going to keep me from getting this bingo is that lip scrub, but once I get a bingo, I still want to finish any of the other remaining products that I'm working on. I feel like that's a good rule of thumb for this project. That even if you get a bingo, like, yes, you're done, but any other products that you were working on, that you previously had rolled into getting your bingo, you should finish your goals on. So that is what we rolled in. Let me know if you would like me to roll these prompts in with you guys going forward, because we only have 2 or 3 more months of rolling in prompts before they're all rolled in anyway. In case anybody wants to work on them all, I might work on them all just because it's my project, and I'm very, very excited to have made this. So I'd love your feedback. This is my first time doing this, so any thoughts, comments, questions, anything would be greatly appreciated. But otherwise, that's gonna do it for me. Oh, cat hairs. For the February update, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.